Welcome, welcome to the Buffalo Bills at the Carolina Panthers post game live stream. Uh, Only because the 2 minutes left in the game, it's not worth recording it. It's we'll introduce to our crew here, the two live crew, the Munchie brothers, the Orange Goblin on the left hand side of your television screen is Barbecue Munchie, his older brother. The Red Goblin on the right hand side of the television screen, Ketchup Munchie. And right now, it's the 2 minute warning at the game. All right. Oh, I forgot to turn the backlight on here. You got the old backlight here. Here, let's see. Put it on blue. All right. Yeah, it looks nice. Okay, so two 2 minutes to go, and we got a punt from Buffalo. Okay, fielded by Carolina, and all right. Okay, so they're gonna take the ball over to 23. I don't know if Andy Dalton's gonna come out. Okay, so right now, oh, Andy Dalton is coming out. Why? I don't know. Maybe just to get some rhythm going. About that's about all I can think of. Yeah, this game is over. I mean, this game is over. Okay, so Buffalo Bills 40 currently now. Minute 46, Buffalo Bills 40, and the Carolina Panthers 9. And this game is over as far as I'm concerned. But here's Andy Dalton with a handoff. Like, you didn't need Andy Dalton to go on with a handoff. I mean, that's taking. Okay. Okay. Like, there's no rush. There's a flag. All right. There's a flag. All right. It could be some. It looks like the way height is. Hoyt. Is it Hoyt? On Buffalo's defense is pointing to the other team, which is Carolina. And is it a flag on Carolina? It was a minute 38 left. There's got to be hardly any time. And, it's a wishy washy kind of call, even though I mean, like he was getting Hoyt was getting the business to him, as they say. I mean, Hoyt was doing the business to the other. Uh, it's just weird how okay. Okay, it's all sorted out. I don't even care what the penalty is. Probably no penalty. No. Okay, so like why is Andy Dalton out there for handoffs? Okay, 38 minute 30 left. You got even Joe Brady. That seat now he was hot before it was warming up, and now that seat is cold. Joe Brady is on the cold seat, and the defensive coordinator is on the cold seat right now. This is a game that, well, I'm gonna say that it was just for the Buffalo Bills to make a statement saying we're back, as they always say, we are back for like right now currently 40-9. Okay, what's with these Dan? Okay, they got a first down out of it. Wow. Okay, they got a first down out of it. Wow, we got 40 seconds left in the game. Come on, folks. Like, if you're Carolina, take a knee. This is not worth getting injured. It's just not worth getting injured for. Okay, so they're showing the Buffalo Bills upcoming schedule. KC's next. This is a game that Buffalo needed for KC. KC is going to be a big game. Okay, here's a handoff. And with 17 seconds left, this game is completely over. Do not run another play if you're the. I don't even know why they ran a play for it. I, finally, finally, they just go walking on the field. 4 seconds, 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second. So that's the final. Buffalo Bills 40, Carolina Panthers 9. And well, this one, This game, I should say, this game. Well, it made sure that there's no questions asked. Buffalo Bills are back in business, and James Cook is back. And well, we just you know what it is. We gotta see the let's let's look to see. Gotta look. Okay, I want. Are they gonna show scores? Let's see, because you know what's right now. Well, for whatever reason they're going to the New York Jets. 2 minutes left. This game's over. The Giants. I'm sorry, New York Giants 20, Philadelphia Eagles 38, and this game is over with kneel downs from the. All right, that game is over. Okay, so let's. You know what I'm gonna do is just I'm gonna go on myself with the NFL scores here, and let's see. Okay. Oh, okay, so the Miami Dolphins here's the Miami Dolphins 34, Falcons 10. Okay, now that's a game where that was played. That game was played for Coach McDaniel. They like Coach McDaniel on the team. The players like Coach McDaniel, and that this is a game that shows that they really like Coach McDaniel. Okay, the Ravens 30 and the Bears 16. Well, Chicago Bears 16, Baltimore Ravens 30. All right, okay, we're trying to keep up with that. Um, Oddly enough, it's in the fourth quarter. The Jets 39 and the Bengals 38. Whoa, there's a game to watch. Whoa. And looking at Buffalo Bills 40, Panthers 9. We've seen that already. Okay, big one for no, not really. The Texans 26, 49ers 15. Okay, so the Texans, big win for the Texans. This is the one. Ah, there's nothing you can do about it. Patriots win. So right now the Patriots are still in the lead now of the AFC East because of the head-to-head competition from the head-to-head competition from with the Patriots and Bills. So that loss that the Bills did with the Patriots, it becomes a big factor if because the Patriots they have what they call it an easier schedule because due to last season's schedule. So yeah, they're showing that they're okay. So today's games, okay, the last game is there. Okay, so I mean this is pretty well. Oh, they're showing a live action here. The fourth quarter, Cleveland Browns 13, New England Patriots 32. So yeah, I mean, this is a game. This is a statement now of like we Patriots, like we're for real. I mean, they can make the playoffs, but can they win the first game of the playoffs, first round? I mean, the fifth straight win, longest winning streak. This is what they put on the board since 2021. That's for the New England Patriots, and they're showing. Is it Drake May? They're showing right now, highlighting. Yeah, I mean, no, because Zappy was on Cleveland, and they're showing. Okay, so yeah, I mean, it's just. Yeah, I mean, it's just it's a real. But going back to this game, there's no, there isn't much to criticize. Um, Not much. I mean, Joey Bosa with a penalty, but it didn't matter because they didn't get the field goal. But what was good is that they're going to learn again once like we're saying at the practice that when it was that third down and it was like oh they had to get ready they were celebrating and the Bills were celebrating on a third down to tackle Lost for it was right for before the end of the second half, first half, I should say, and they didn't build Buffalo Bills. They really didn't line up properly for for that field goal attempt by Carolina, but it was a miss. So Joey Bosa got a pass on that. I mean, he knew he did something he didn't need to do, and well, he got a pass, because I mean there was nothing that happened on that play after that, but. Like lots to here's how it goes. Like well, for the Monday's game film and a review, they're just gonna probably just go review a lot of things. Like a lot of things that like happened in this game. This is because they got a big game next week, and let us look at the Buffalo Bills' upcoming schedule here. Okay, so how do we go to? Okay, so yes. Okay, I'm gonna try to figure this one out. Is okay. So if I go to the Buffalo Bills and Panthers score game, do I want to stay on the? So I want to stay in the Buffalo Bills. Okay, no, it doesn't. Let's see. Okay, let's see. Okay, the passing yards. Let's go through some stats here. Josh Allen, 12 for 19, 163 yards and one touchdown. Okay, Andy Dalton, 16 for 24, 175 yards, one interception. Okay, and here's the big one for this game because it was James Cook, 19 carries, 216 yards, two touchdowns. Our Dowdy, 8 carries, 54 yards. And then here's the thing that's really strange: that Khalil Shakir, 6 receptions, 88 yards, and the one touchdown. And T. McMillan, I don't know the first name. 7 receptions, 99 yards. Ooh, he had a good game for. Okay, well, we'll show the complete passing here for the Bills, and I don't know. I want to go back. Hey Google, go back. Go back. I don't know what happened there. It was weird. Okay, let's look at all the stats here for the Bills. The rushing Cook, Davis. Davis had James Cook, 19 carries, 216 yards. Okay, two touchdowns. Okay, and then was it R. Davis? Oh, I forgot the first name of Davis. Nine carries, 16 yards. And yeah, there's a big drop for whatever reason. I'm not sure why, but there's a huge drop between James Cook and the rest of the running backs on the team. I'm not sure why that is. We're just okay. And then Josh Allen, three runs, 3 carries they call it, to 7 yards and two touchdowns. And then Johnson, four carries and 6 yards. I mean, I just don't understand why such a drop between James Cook and down. So on the receiving, Shakir 6 for 88, Coleman 3 for 30, and Kincaid 1 reception for 23 yards. Well, that 23 yards. They didn't want it. You know what is the game was going where they didn't really want to get Kincaid injured, I guess. So Ha- Haas 2 for 15 because Knox is 1 for 15. Moore 1 for 14. Davis no score, no score. And Shavers no. Oh, they put all the receivers out. Okay, Shavers had no receptions. Wow, and Davis had no receptions. Okay, so defense. Okay, they're showing quite a bit of stats on the defense, but I'm just gonna go with uh okay, we're gonna do the Panthers here. You only had Andy Dalton come in the game, which is kind of I just didn't understand that one. Dowdy. Oh, you know what? Maybe it's not to embarrass. You know what? Not to embarrass the veteran by taking him out and putting in someone the hand. I guess. Yeah, yeah. I suppose. Okay, the rushing for the Dalton 16. We mentioned that earlier. 16 for 24 or 175 yards. So Dowdy, Dowdo no, Dowdy, sorry, 8 for 54. Hubbard 12 for 34. Etienne 4 for 16. Horn Jr. 2 for 9. Andy Dalton two he ran it twice and only got a yard out of the deal. Okay, so the receiving McMillan 7 for 99. Coker 3 for 36. Sanders 3 for 19. Leggett 2 for 17. Tremble 1 for 4. And three other receivers didn't really get any pass attempts in them. And they're showing some of the defense. Ooh, a lot of defense kick returns. Okay, so we'll go back to let's go back to the game score. Okay, so let's look at the upcoming schedule for the Buffalo Bills. Okay, so next Sunday, 4:25, Kansas City Chiefs at the Buff. They're playing at the Bills. Yes, the Kansas City Chiefs are at the Bills. Oh, I can't I got it back. Okay, okay. So then, okay, that's it. That's it. That's going to be what the heck was that last year? That was last. Wasn't that last season? Oh boy, I went all the way back to the last season. Okay, so after the Chiefs game, a big game against the Dolphins. So the next week is a big game. You know, of course, it's about the because if they gotta win that game and yeah because we're gonna look at what's important is now is look up the New England Patriots schedule because that's then they play the Dolphins, Buccaneers, Texans, Steelers, Bengals, Patriots, a rematch with the Patriots, Browns. I mean Eagles and Jets. So the last three games now, the Browns, Eagles, and Jets. Now, here's how it works: if the Browns are in complete meltdown and the Bills need to win, that's what's going to help. Uh, Eagles, Eagles, of course, it's going to be like, well, if the Eagles are guaranteed first, and there's nothing more they can do. If they're guaranteed first in their division, that's and the conference too. No, that's no, they might be playing for first overall in the conference, but they're gonna. We'll see from there. And then the Jets, well, if they're in meltdown for the bus, running for the bus after the game kind of deal, because so even every team it happens every team, and of course you've seen it. Of course, ketchup and barbecue's seen it with their football careers. I mean, like when it's hard. Like you, like for ketchup and barbecue, they have empathy, even though they've never been cut from a team, never been released. Uh, they've never been released from a team. So, but they know that the last day, the locker cleanout day, that it's like they want everyone to clean out their quote unquote clean out their locker. So I guess it's not embarrassing to other players. Like well, things can happen. There could be a trade or something, but yeah, I mean, this could they ketchup and barbecue will tell you, and the middle brother, the yellow goblin. That's salt and vinegar. Um, well, you know what? Let's just bring him out to say hi. We can't bring him out too long. It's gonna be such a rare treat. You know, I'll give it a try. Barbecue, I mean, sorry, ketchup. Do you mind? You have to just kind of move out first. I'll bring your. We'll bring your middle brother, and we'll put him in the middle. Okay, and barbecue is going to. Well, let me go get the. He's recovering still. He's just not able to find. Okay, so well, no, his ears. I gotta make sure his ears fine. Okay. Okay, so okay, maybe no, is it better if he's in the middle or the end? Okay, we'll see. Okay, so yeah, okay, so uh catch up, you're gonna just have to move a little bit to the left here and everybody say hi. Well, just come on outside for a second. Everybody say hi to the middle brother, which I can't pull out all the time because the neck I don't even have a lighted up sign for him. But anyways, here is the middle brother, rarely seen now because of the neck injury, and of course it was nice of his younger brother, Barbecue Munchie, to come from down east and come on to help out on Sports News Review, fill in for with well, you seen a little bit of yellow. That's there he is. Well, here he is, folks. Without further ado, a one that doesn't need any introduction, but it is the one and the only Salt and Vinegar Munchie. Here he is, folks. Salt and Vinegar Munchie. I mean, we just, how are things, Salt? Hey, Salt, how are things? We'll just give him the microphone here, and he's saying, oh, couldn't be better. Just, still recovering, and if I can't be moved a lot. I know. Um, oh, your ear. I gotta when you're lying down on your bed, you gotta make sure your ear is nice and well. There you go. Well, because salt and vinegar, folks, salt and vinegar is on board here, and he is usually in the. He's always the laugh of the party. And I mean, there is plenty. I could if I fixed that they would. I just don't know who do you like you need a special veterinarian for a goblin, and I don't know where to bring him to fix that neck. And it's I just don't want people to see that rip right now too. I'm for the little kids that stumble on this channel and just kind of click on there, and it's a scary thing to see, but I was, I'm saying we're all like the brothers are willing to risk it because he's rarely, we can't, like I said, this is a treat. He's only gonna come back if we can't find the vet, we're going to bring him out at Christmas time again. But I mean, I mean, we could Ketchup is all happy that his younger brother is just standing there and barbecue's so glad too to see him moving up and about for a bit. And yeah, I mean, well, they both would miss his humor. I mean, like I said, Salt and Vinegar is the life of a party. When Salt and Vinegar walks in the room when he could, nowadays, he's resigned to living in a hospital bed, and we're taking good care of him. And yes, we have like what do you call it? We still have to say nurse salt and vinegar daily. We don't want him to move that much. We really don't want him to move, and we definitely don't want him to look any other direction. And I mean, it's going to be a test to put him back too. I don't really like. like I gotta put him back in his hospital bed, and I just don't want that neck to get worse than it is now. I really don't. Uh, I don't. I just wonder if we could just glue. I don't have a clue how to glue. Maybe glue his neck back, but it would just be a fun treat to have salt and vinegar back. And like I said, salt and vinegar. You're just enjoying life. Then he's saying, "Yeah." What are you saying? What are you saying? Salt? Yeah, I'm just enjoying life. Uh, yeah, well, you're saying if it's nice that when you're wanted in life, and which is the case here at Sports News Review, and I mean we. I know I started my career again after my football career. I was a tight end, and my younger brother to the right of me was Brad's Barbecue Munchie. But that he was our running back, and I used to get the ball handed off to me when I played a few seasons with Ketchup Munchie, and that's my older brother to the left hand side of me, and I mean, like let's I mean. You know, I mean, well, he toss the. I mean, well, he would hand the ball off to Barbecue Munchie, but yeah, I mean, like I used to get passes thrown to me as a tight end from Ketchup Munchie, and yeah, I mean, there were good times in the locker room, and and like we all separated for a while. Like Ketchup's been staying with the same family, but then my younger brother Barbecue went out east to couldn't get his fortune in the East Coast League for the Plush Toy Football League, and I stayed around, but I attained a lot of football. You attain injuries, you can't, and well, and like I said, it is this. Well, this is like before the Sports News Review channel and it was like in the year it was around 1998 or 99 or two. It was that time when, well, the founder of Sports News Review, he saw me at the house, and the kids, yeah, the young kids played with me a lot, and because they just, I don't know. I mean, he's so adorable. I can understand why salt and vinegar. I can understand why the kids wanted to play with you so much, and yeah, I mean all that playing kind of re-aggravated that neck, and that stitch came out, and yeah, so I'm like I was at the house, and it was a garage sale, and I said, hey, um, you know, uh, I got his older brother, and the I like come on in. I took salt and vinegar in, and well, I had to we've had to take care of him since. But he wanted to come on Sports News Review again, and we did it for a while, and then. Well, we put out an SOS to Barbecue. Can you come in, fill in for your brother, because we really don't want him to get his neck injured worse. And Barbecue said, "Sure, not a problem. I'll come down east," and came to Sports News Review, and there's yeah, I mean, so well, I mean, I just so emotional right now to see Salt and Vinegar out there, and you can see how Ketchup is like really happy just to see his younger brother, and I understand Ketchup, yeah, but um. Well, we'll ask you again. So, Salt Vinegar, so how is life just on the mend? And well, what do you got? Like how is it for to be on the mend? Well, just life is good. life is good. I enjoy watching all the sports that we I get to watch. To being an alumni of Sports News Review, and being well taken care of is it's just so like you can't ask for better in life. A shelter, food, you know, sh- eh, they're all like I get my salt and vinegar chips because all three of us love our chips, and obviously with their names, the flavor we like, and and we were all born in the same. We're Toronto. We're all born in Toronto. So yeah, well, a shout out to the Blue Jays because we are from Toronto. And that's the two brothers and I. I know they lost yesterday. I watched the game parts here and there. I had the secondary device because we were watching the Hamilton Tiger Cats, and we could I couldn't we couldn't do the live stream yesterday. It was very exhausting, and so yeah, I mean, I was very exhausted, and I couldn't do the live stream unfortunately. But we're watching the Hamilton Tiger Cats because it was a must-win game for the Hamilton Tiger Cats, so they can host the playoff games. So I mean, but we were kind of like back and forth. The Blue Jays because we are Ontario based, and of course, ketchup and barbecue were same thing. They were like watching both. So I'm gonna say just to summarize, yeah, just that like every day is a good day. Uh, you know, like if out there, if any young person out there is having like down and out, they feel down, and maybe they're relegated to a hospital bed instead of being out there with their fellow student, young friends and that, and or whatever, just like or whatever reason you're feeling bad in school and you're young and you're still in elementary school and or even high school or leaving or just don't know where you're going to go after high school. Every day is a good day. You know, it all gets cleaned out in the wash. You become an adult in life, like us three here. Well, the day like we didn't, we're our football careers were over. We quote unquote had to, and we both all three agree that we had to, as they say, grow up and face the real world, which we did. And of course, uh, barbecue had to retire first. No, actually, I retired first because of my injury, and then barbecue, and then ketchup. My older brother was the quarterback, so he's good for a few more seasons. But yeah, we all faced that inevitable. What do we do after football? And we were, but it gave me such a boost to come on Sports News Review. So out of nowhere, I'm being taken care of on Sports News Review, and I had a career for another second career, third, actually third career, and well, we all three of us were coaching in our second careers, but you know, like, but I'm just gonna say this for everyone out there is to just enjoy life even if it doesn't work out. I'm talking to the young folks out there. This is personally me. This is I'm saying as salt and vinegar munchie. You know, like I've had ups and downs, and I mean, now we're in our 40s, all three. Yeah, I guess we're all in our yeah, all three of us are in our 40s. I'm just checking, just mentally checking to see our dates. Yeah, barbecue. Ketchup was born first, and I was second, and then barbecue came third, and yeah, I mean, like, yeah, like we were, so we not all of us get lucky in life where we have something we do, and I understand that. I know young folk could say, "Wait a minute, but you three got to do what you wanted to do in life, and that was to play football." And yeah, I understand. That's what I understand. But we still had ups and downs. We still had, you know, I I'm gonna say this, that I've always say that I'm always looking for a positive outlook in life, and um, I want to be able to be on Sports News Review in the future, and I know my brothers are just wanting me back, and I mean, well, we a revamp of the studio too, and there's lots of room. I know now, and I know, like I said, well, like I said, just a positive outlook in life. And whatever happens, it all be forgotten. Like I'm talking, this is me, Salt and Vinegar, talking for like to the young folk out there that when you're like 10, 15 years old, you think that's it. That's could be over. Whatever comes like doesn't come your way. But it all gets washed when you're an adult. It's all forgotten. And you know what else you know what we also regret is, which I don't have, is that when you're in school, I'm talking to the young folk, is that you're not going to see everybody in the future. They're going to go on their own ways, and I'm going to say, like, get along with your fellow students in the sense, like, don't try like to pick on your anybody, and you know have like, because it's a long journey through life, and when you're in the age as a young person, it's only one. It's not your entire life. You got to hold some folks, young folks. They know that it's just a small journey when you're going through the elementaries and your high schools, and they smartly move on to a career. But yeah, I understand if you're one of those that don't know what you're going to be doing after high. Don't worry, you just gotta look positive, think positive, and know that it all be in the wash years later. Everything will be forgotten, and you start new chapters in your life, and so have a positive outlook every day, even if you're not feeling good. And that's what I got to say. I thank you very much, Salt and Vinegar. I mean, very inspiring. I think it was very inspiring, and I could understand how you inspired a lot when you were after your playing days and during your locker room and play and how you inspired a lot of people out there after your football career and your coaching career. And you always had a good positive outlook in life, and that's what we're up for. Okay, so with all that, we are we're going to say our goodbyes, but I guess I can end it like this. Okay, I don't have to ketchup, salt and vinegar in barbecue, ketchup and salt and vinegar. You could because we still have to get those microphones in our. We'll just yeah, and an earpiece, and we can tell them. But just stay where you are. We're going to just end it, all three of us this evening. Well, like I said, hopefully we can. well, if we don't, yeah, we're not gonna be able to bring we're not gonna be able to bring salt and vinegar out every week. We're gonna just bring them out at Christmas time one more time. We gotta make because I gotta make sure everything is clear for them. We gotta make sure nothing happens. Well, we're gonna take salt. I don't want people to young folk to see salt and vinegar. He's gonna leave on a stretcher. Do you want salt and vinegar is saying doesn't matter. You know, if that's who I am right now. That's my life. I know I need a stretcher now to leave. Yeah, I mean, salt and vinegar is going to be carried out very carefully. You know what? I'll just carry. Let's just all three of us say our goodbyes then, and then we'll get the stretcher out for salt and vinegar because we gotta bring him back to his bed and we gotta carefully put him back in place. And I don't need to. I was gonna put salt and vinegar in his bed right now, but I want to take my time. I really want to take my time on that. I don't want that. I just don't want a disaster to happen where his neck gets worse. So we're gonna say our goodbyes. It was a good win by the Buffalo Bills to wrap it up, and a good statement win to we're back. The Buffalo Bills are back, and so we're gonna just say all our goodbyes. And so we'll start off with the youngest brother for actually we'll start with me for yours truly, and for the youngest brother, that's the orange goblin on the extreme left hand side of your television screen. That's Barbecue Munchie. The middle brother, who is in the middle, the yellow goblin, that's Salt and Vinegar Munchie. And the oldest brother, who's on the extreme right hand side of your television screen, the red goblin, Ketchup Goblin. All four of us are saying over and out.